How's it going, Dark Dwellers? Filipino Emo here to tell you the secret on how to get to Diamond Elo in League of Legends. Stick around, you don't want to miss this one. So, if you're familiar with the MOBA called League of Legends, and you should be if you like video games, it's only the biggest game in the world for competitive right now, then you know that a lot of people bitch and complain, and it's a big secret on how to get to Diamond or high Elo, and people just can't seem to figure it out. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not really a secret, but there is kind of a secret. Naturally, people play video games for fun, right? You're playing, why else would you play unless you were getting paid? So, as casuals, I guess we'll call us, you got your pros, and you got the people aspiring to be pro, and you got your casuals. The casuals don't understand why people that are pro and people that are looking to become pro are as good as they are. And the answer is simple. It's that you don't actually really want to play at a pro level. The pro level is insanely intense, and you're not really playing for fun at that stage. Maybe for some people that is fun for them, but for the majority it's not fun. And let me tell you why. In League of Legends, there are 135 different characters that you can choose from. 135. And in 135 champions, they each have at least 4 abilities, and then you have 2 summoner spells, you have item activatables, different play styles. You have your top laners, your mid laners, your ADCs, your supports, and your junglers. And in all these playstyles, there's going to be champions that you hate to play. And if you want to climb out of all these champions, there's only about 10 of the hundreds of champions that there are that you can play in order to actually climb in the game. Now, you may be asking yourself, Filipino Emo, what the hell are you talking about? There's 130 something champions. How come I can't just play whatever one I want? Well, because there's something called a meta. Well, in this meta, only some champions are very viable, some are playable, and some are just completely unplayable. And in metas, certain champions prosper more than others. For example, right here, I'm on op.gg. This is not a sponsored video. I'm looking up the win rate over the last month, which pretty much encompasses this preseason that we're in right now. And I have the league is all. So this is between diamond to bronze. The map is obviously for ranked Summoner's Rift, because you don't want anything else. Between normal, ARAM, and ranked are very different elos and levels of play. So here you see that Sona right now has a 54% win rate. Why is that? And why did I choose between all ranks? Well, because you're looking to climb. You don't want to look at silver and say, oh, look, Sona's still there. But you don't want to look at these and say, okay, so I'm only going to play Taric. Because look at Taric right here, right? Where's Taric next time? 5. So he's probably pretty viable, but he's falling to 8 as you get up. Platinum, where is Taric going? All the way to 10. Diamond, Taric, oh, he's actually at 5. He actually is a high level. So there's a big difference right here. But you want to sit in all, because what is winning overall? And so here is the big secret. The one that everybody is like, I don't know why I can't climb. My teams are bad. I feel like I'm not good enough. You are. I think almost everybody can get to Diamond, at least Diamond 5 or Platinum 1 if you really put your mind to it. It's just that you got to put away fun, and you have to play Sona. You have to play Yorick. You have to play Malzahar mid. You have to play Miss Fortune. She's insanely busted. I can attest to this. You have to play Rammus. Try to keep it simple. Look at Annie. Annie isn't on this list, is she? But that's because she's a really boring champion that people don't want to play. But if you listen to one of the best coaches in League of Legends, in my opinion, his name is LS. And he lives, breathes, and dies by Annie. Like, he thinks that is the greatest character to play for any low elo because she's simple, she doesn't have skill shots, and it makes sense, and she's really strong all the time. And she basically she plays the game for you is how good she is. So let's look at a quick clip from LS on Annie.
I'm going to show you all why we pick Annie. Ready? Now, if you were Syndra, Some of you may have missed the cue, and unlike me, you can't blame it on ping.
Now, if you're not sure who LS is, he's a Korean coach. If you don't understand the significance of what a Korean coach is telling you to do, let me show you really quick. League of Legends has a world's... That is a spam on top. League of Legends has a world championship. Get out of here! League of Legends has a world championship that all countries, not in the world, not like the Olympics, but a lot of countries participate in. Now, if you are unfamiliar with Worlds or League of Legends ranked play and the professional scene, let me show you. This I have pulled up is the wiki of all the seasons and which teams won first, second, and third place. So in the first season, Korea did not participate. So it was an Europe team, and then these guys, I don't remember what they are, and then Team Solo Mid, which is a American team. And check this out. You ready? Season 2, the Koreans placed, a full Korean team placed second place, with an Asian team taking first. Season 3, so another season of Koreans playing. Bam! SK Telecom T1, who everyone knows. If you know the pro scene, you know these guys. All Korean team. Second place team was a Chinese team, and then the fourth place team was another Korean team. Take it to season 4, you have an all Korean team as number 1. 2 Koreans on the second place team, which is a Chinese team. The Chinese team, Korean team. Now, if you don't know, the Chinese and the Koreans are the best, with the Koreans arguably being the best, because here in season 5, you've got Koreans, Koreans, Koreans. Season 6, Koreans, Koreans, Korean, Koreans. Season 7, Korean, Korean, Chinese, Korean. Do you see the trend here? So if a Korean coach is telling you that Annie mid works, and that's how you get to Diamond, then, I mean, you should probably listen. But wait, Filipino Emo, I'm in bronze and stuff, and he's probably in high elo. Actually, LS was in gold, and then I believe he finished in platinum, and he's not even the best. In fact, there's an example that playing Annie mid works. Back on op.gg, I've brought up a famous streamer who's also pretty big on YouTube named Anniebot. He's a pretty big League of Legends streamer because, as you can see, he only plays Annie. This is all he plays all the time, and he has played this every single season since he started playing, and he doesn't play anything else. He's got, I mean, when he gets auto-filled or people ban him out, he does play other stuff, but as you can see, he only plays Annie. And you're like, oh, there's a lot of red here. Well, they go through their ups and downs because he's a Diamond player. Diamond 2, all he plays is Annie, and he regularly holds this. Now, he's not stupid. Like, he's really good at, he's learned other aspects of the game, but it is very important to understand that he only plays Annie. He learns what her core build is, and he builds it almost every single game. You can see it. Look at that. His build is not changing. And here it changed because I think this is when the meta changed. So when the meta changed, he found what the core build was, and then he only builds that again. As you can see, over and over, it's the same build. Depending on if he's winning or losing, he might change an item up or not. But that's a secret. You want to know the other secret to climbing? You need to know those two things. You need to know that you need to stick to 3 OP champions, and you need to learn them as well as possible. You need to get really familiar with these champions. Brand is another one, as you can see over here. He's so simple, and he does so much damage, and in a team fight, you just ult, and it's OP. But look at the CS difference. You need to be comparing your CS after every game to those of higher elo people. Now, let's see. These games are actually, his CS isn't the greatest, but I guarantee yours isn't as high as this. And if you really want to get obsessive, then you would go do like a pro and match their time with how much CS they are at and aim for that. CS is love and CS is life. 12 CS is a kill. People chase kills in League of Legends. There's no need for that. Don't be chasing kills, chase farm. For example, Hashinshin is regarded as one of the worst high elo players in, like, to the pros. Like, he's kind of a living meme at this point. But I love him because he knows these fundamentals. This guy loves to only play Jax. Jax is always really strong, and currently right now he's OP. And while he doesn't only play Jax, he plays only top. So here's from a top perspective and not a mid perspective. Mid Annie, this guy plays Jack's top. Look at his CS. 26 minutes, 235. 24 minutes, 100. Well, that's really bad. 35 minutes, 270 CS, and he still lost. 32, 232. 29, 222. Do you see what I mean? So overall, just to reflect on what I was saying, the ways that you can, that big secret that nobody knows on how to get to Diamond is play the meta picks. Really only play a few champions and have a small champion pool that you are very familiar with. Like even one in each role is just too much. Like stick to a role, grind out 3 champions in that role, and just that's all you do. Maybe pick two roles because you know you're gonna get filled sometimes into a different role, and just spam those champions. Even the pros say that their auto-filled guy, as long as he only does decent, then they do okay. And this is in their ranked solo duo games, that if they get auto-filled into a role that they're not comfortable with, they just try to farm even, or they try to just not die. They just stay away from the guy, they just try not to feed that guy who is in their role, and then let the team do the rest. Learn to CS. CS is way more important than kills. If you can pick up tons and tons of kills, then go right ahead and do that. But don't chase for your kills. If you push the guy out of lane, he's not doing CSing anymore. Now you start CSing. If he has to back all the way to his base, then stay in CS and then recall so that you guys can meet at the same time. If you have TP, you have huge advantages on CS. Think about CS. Look up videos, and Dyrus has a really good one, but look up videos on how to do lane management so that you always like designate CS over your opponent, and you can do that by something called freezing a wave. And I can go over that later if you guys really like this video. I can go over how to do wave management. Dyrus explains how to do it top lane, and it applies to all lanes, just on how to hold it, and that's good because then your jungler can come gank for you. Now, how to carry as a jungler is a little bit different, but for the most part, it's all the same. Like seriously, you don't need to be Faker to be Diamond. You can be Diamond. There are people that can't, but they can grow into being able to become Diamond. And I know you can do it too. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and comment below on like what you liked, or if you're struggling in a certain area and you want my help. And I'm gold because I don't want to put in what it takes to go be diamond. It's a hard struggle. You're going to be grinding. I'm comfortable in gold, and I think it's nice there. I can tell people that I'm not bronze, and I can play comfortable and fun champions without getting completely, absolutely smashed yet by being in like platinum or diamond, but I can still have fun in my ranked games. So that's where I'm happy. You need to find where you're happy. If you want to be diamond, that's what you got to do. But if this isn't going to make you happy, you got to remember, this is a game. Have fun. Play the game to have fun. Don't be playing it to impress people. Don't be playing it because you have to be a certain elo in your head. If you want to be that elo and you want to try and go pro, or if you just want to be that elo to be that elo, fine. Go for it. But that is the secret for the average player to become diamond. So until next time, I'm Filipino Emo, and I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. Take it easy. Hey Dark Dwellers, real quick update on top of the video. Another secret, it's the third and last one, is to play, play, play. Just spam out tons and tons and tons and tons of games. Play all the time as much as you can, and then as you learn other champions, their abilities, and you get a lot of playtime in, that's how you win. If you're only playing about 5 games a day, and you lose 3 and win 2, you go negative that day. But if you play something like 10 to 20 games a day, losses don't matter as much. So a lot of people get stressed out because they're thinking about their loss to win. But if you just spam out games, it doesn't matter as much, and you can find that you can relax. So just keep playing, and you'll pick up things as you go, and I wish you guys luck. So consider subscribing, please, if you want to see more content. If you want to see me make a video on something else, I'm not a professional. There are better professionals to go look up, like LS and Dyers and Bjergsen and all those guys. But if you want it from the little guy who has the experience, you know, come to me, ask me the questions, and I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you guys. See you later.